Hi, welcome to Abundant Mindset Podcast. I am Jolene Philbrook, your host, and I'm also the author of Reflections and From Tears to Triumph. You can learn more about me at www.jolenephilbrook.com. And today, in this episode, we're going to be talking about how to raise your self esteem. Now, confidence and self esteem is about how much you really like and value yourself. If you are lacking confidence in any area of your life, it could show up as you can't make sales in business, or you can't speak up for yourself, you can't share your ideas in a meeting, or maybe it's around your health. You don't go to the gym because you feel like you're not good enough, or you don't deserve to treat yourself to go to the gym and take care of yourself. And in your personal life, you could be putting up with the wrong people. You could be attracting the wrong people because you don't feel good enough. And all this boils down to working on your own confidence. And everything starts to fall into place when you start working on your confidence. All of a sudden, you start making money. You'll take that bold action. You're going to stand up for yourself and say, hey, don't talk to me that way. And then you're going to feel happier, stronger. And so there's a way around building your confidence where you really like yourself and you go, I'm okay the way I am. And one way you can do this is by encouraging yourself and building your strengths and focusing on what you are good at and what you are doing right, instead of tearing yourself down, criticizing yourself, and picking on yourself, right? You are your worst own bully. So what you can do is daily tell yourself, wow, that's a great job. If you did something really good, do a happy dance. Tell yourself, wow, I'm so proud of you. And so what I did was this little experiment, because I was curious, and I have that philosophy, prove it to me. I want to know if this really works. So before I do or share anything with you, I've already practiced on myself to see if it works. So I did this little experiment, and I decided I wanted to hear the words back, and that way I knew if it worked or not. So every morning I'd put my makeup on, and then when I was done, I'd look in the mirror and go, wow, Jolene, you look beautiful today. And then I would smile and I would feel beautiful on the inside. And then I'd go about my day. Well, within a couple weeks, I started to hear, wow, you seem really happy today, or you look really good today. And I knew there was a shift. So I kept at it. I didn't stop midstream. I kept doing it because I was determined. I wanted to hear that language that I said, wow, you look beautiful. So finally it happened after a couple weeks. I went to this networking event, and I had 3 different people walk up to me and go, wow, Jolene, you look so beautiful. And I just smiled and said, thank you. But inside to myself, I'm saying, oh my God, it worked, it worked. I was so excited. So with that little experiment, I learned that confidence and self-esteem start within you, and then it moves out into the world. And most people think, oh, I got to build up my confidence, and they're looking for it out here. And we try to find others that like us, and we crave their attentions, and we'll do anything to be liked because we're looking out here. If I act this way, then they'll like me. If I do this thing, then I'll be, praised or whatever. And so basically, what it all boils down to is it starts in here. When we are looking for it out here, it's like we're walking around with a sign on our head that says, please like me, please like me. Well, the sad part is that kind of behavior, it actually pushes people away and sends them away. And so what you're doing is looking for outside approval instead of giving yourself approval. So it really starts with feeling good about you. So here's a key. It's better to have an attitude, I really like me. And if you like me too, then that's okay. And so this all started when we were really young. We were afraid of being judged. And it started in our, it started like a kindergarten or first grade, something like that. It's called performance anxiety. And it started when we're told to share something or read out loud or speak a certain way. And then, we were um, told, oh, you need to practice your speech a little more, or you need to talk more clear, or whatever. And all of a sudden we start thinking, oh, I wasn't good enough. And we're acting this way because it's how society trained us. And so the key is to stop judging yourself and be nice to yourself and talk kind to yourself. And if anybody's judging you, just notice how much more they criticize themselves and how much they pick on themselves. And you may not hear it, but you know their internal dialogue is 10 times worse than what they're doing, saying and doing with you. So the key is to be happy. Happy people praise each other. They share kindness. And when we are sharing our kindness and praising, this is the number one thing we can do to raise our self-esteem. And why this works is because every thought you have is a reaction within your body and your emotional expression. So if I'm warm and friendly and people like me, I'm a good person, I'm funny, all of a sudden that's going to flow out. So you could do this whole thing, minute or so in the morning, take a shower, say a couple positive statements, putting makeup on the mirror, say a couple more positive statements. You're driving your car, or you're cooking, doing the dishes. You could even be standing in line, and all you want to do is just a couple times a day pop in and say a positive statement. It can be the same one or whatever comes up, and say it about 10 times in a row. And you could say something like, I have great coping skills. I can do this if you're on a hard project. Or I have a brilliant mind. I can remember this. I have great talents. I'm grateful I have more than enough. I feel happy and I look great too. I mean, it doesn't matter what you say. It's as long as it's positive and you're excited when you say it. You put some energy into it. So you can change your world and your reality by the words that you use. And you can boost your self-esteem faster with praise. So if you practice praising yourself, the brain searches for feelings and pictures in the brain, and then you'll see words flash in your mind. After a while, it starts getting embedded in your brain, and you'll go, wow, I really am nice, or I am a great person. I am successful. I'm happy. Whatever you say, just practice doing it. So what are you going to say to yourself today, and how are you going to praise yourself? And in what area are you going to practice? Like in the shower, in the mirror, driving the car, doing the dishes, something like that. Standing in line, buying coffee. Just pick a phrase and practice saying it, and do it for a month, and you'll be amazed at how there'll be a shift in your life. Now, if you're having a really hard time with mind chatter or limiting beliefs, I would love to help you out. And I'm known as Abundant Mindset Expert who intuitively clears prosperity blocks. and I can help you shift that inner game. So just email me at jolene@jolenphilbrick.com and put mindset in the subject line, and I'd love to have a conversation with you. So I want to thank you, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.